All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, with the start of the 2022 college football season just days away, I want to talk about some of the top pass catchers to keep an eye on this season as far as the Biletnikoff Award. I want to start with Jaxon Smith-Njigba out of Ohio State. And you think about what Ohio State has been offensively in recent years, and they are not going to slow down anytime soon. And of course, Njigba is going to be a big part of that. I know that Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson are now in the NFL, but nonetheless, Jaxon Smith-Njigba should be on the receiving end of plenty of passes in that up-tempo Ohio State offense this year from CJ Stroud. Jordan Addison at USC. And for me, it shouldn't take the former Pitt wide receiver that long to get adjusted to Southern Cal. We talked about the magical year that Kenny Pickett had as a Pitt quarterback last year that led him to being a first round pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers this past spring. But who was on the receiving end of a lot of those passes last year? Jordan Addison. Of course, now Jordan Addison has transferred to Southern California. I think he should benefit in Lincoln Riley's offensive system, and he'll be catching plenty of passes this season for the men of Troy from quarterback Caleb Williams. Now, A.T. Perry out at Wake Forest at 6'5", 206 pounds. He has a size that the pro scouts drool over. Now, Perry was a first team All ACC performer last year, and he'll once again be an impact player for this Wake Forest offense. And finally, Nathaniel Dell out of Houston. And you think about this Houston offense, and you look at who their head coach is. Dana Holgerson. Doesn't matter if it was at West Virginia or, of course, now Houston. He's always had a passing game that can rack up yards and rack up points. And with that said, expect Dell to be on the feature, be the feature receiver for this Houston offense this year as they look to rack up both points and yards in the American Athletic Conference. So you think about it, and having a wide receiver, having a stud wide receiver or a solid wide receiver on the receiving end of some of those passes from some of these quality quarterbacks is very important. And these are four guys who I really think are going to have big time seasons, and they're going to have a big time impact for their respective programs. Now let's just see if they'll be in the mix at the end of the regular season for that coveted Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top wide receiver. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take the time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. I'm signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.